Hello, welcome back to, I think this is a new video. Not that that's important. We cast Pack of Wolves, we caught some Blood Slaves for the first time. We got 3 in Griffin Spires, which is that province has about 4,000 population. And we got 10 in Monarch Woods, which has about 7,000 population. So that's okay. 13. Got to start somewhere. Lots of battles. First of all, there was a battle in the Spires of Ascension. This was me throwing my mages and a couple of units at one of Alm's holdout provinces. Not very interesting. Took it without any problems. So, that was Spires. We then got attacked in Bright Woods, which is the fort I was sieging. But again, not many units. Alm doesn't have much left at this point. Not very interesting either. No losses. We spied another battle between, this time Agartha attacking into Lanka. And rather amusingly, he threw 14 Pearl 1 warriors and an Earth Reader at him and lost. So, I haven't actually watched this yet, I just thought the report was amusing. So how did you lose to Ichthyeids? I wonder. You cast Earth Power, you cast Legions of Steel. Okay. These units. Then you cast Iron Warriors as well. And some Blade Winds. Into Ichthyeids. This is like battle of just like trash units. Why are the Ichthyeids so much better? Are you a leader? You are a leader. What an odd battle. Like, he almost lost the fucking mage as well, holy shit. So that was kind of interesting, I guess. Then there was a battle in Ulm. So this was me attempting to break siege against the Demi-Lich. There he is. So, alright. So first thing, my mages cast some body ethereals and stuff, that's cool. You remember I had my warrior sorceresses set to cast Banish, but apparently the Demi-Lich is too far away. So I should have put my sorceresses on advance and cast spells, but I didn't. So we banished the summoned units. But then we get into this really embarrassing situation where I'm just surrounding a Demi-Lich with skeletons. So let's pause. Place your bets. Do I manage to kill the Demi-Lich, or do I not manage to kill the Demi-Lich? That's right. I managed to kill the Demi-Lich. But that was almost embarrassing. Yeah. Great Wild next. This is another province I was just cleaning up. Versus not a lot, but he did have these cool units. Mero Militia. Wow, they have 7 morale. That's not even... oh, basic 8. That's fucking shocking. Good stuff. And then there was the battle at the fortress in Bright Woods. This was another battle that I was a bit nervous about, because we don't really have that many troops, nor do we have that many casters. Fortunately, there is nothing here. I don't know what it is about Body Ethereal, by the way, but my mages like to cast Twist Fate and Lark on themselves, but they mostly enjoy casting Body Ethereal on archers. They've done that on every single fight. They've cast it on like the most useless possible units. Like, even if they're not going to ethereal themselves, they could at least ethereal, like, one of these guys or something, right? Oh. Like, that would be more useful. But they always target archers, from what I've seen. I do like watching the units walk up the steps and getting up on the walls, yeah, it's really cool. Alright. So, very few losses. And we captured a fortress. Hooray. Unexpected event in Trackless Woods, Misfortune +3, and in Spires of Ascension, attacks -50%, and we discovered an Agarthan scout over here in Monarch Woods. We patrolled in Monarch Woods and killed 23 filthy brigands, and we have 2 new heroes. Trauma is very fat, and Oricus has heroic quickness. That's this guy. And that is it for messages. Lots of arrows this turn. Where to even start? Let's start over here. So we just took these 2 provinces, and this is really cool. They've all got sites. You may notice my income is now up to 1,853. Very healthy. And gem income is quite nice as well. Mostly death, but that's mostly what we need anyway. This site has quicksand, which gives us 1 earth gem per turn, and a great silver mine, which is an additional 60 gold per turn. This is a 91 income province. Very nice. In Greater Well, we also got a site, a death site. Unfortunately, it's Inkpot End, which spreads deadly disease and increases unrest. So we're going to get the fuck out of this province as quickly as possible, because we don't want to be diseased. I would like to just move these troops back to Ulm now, get back to researching and doing some stuff. Unfortunately, the passageway between Ulm and Spires of Ascension is full of snow, so you have to go around through if you can. So both squads are going to do that. Which is fair enough, it defends Fucan against any Elmish units that might be coming through here anyway. Or if Vanheim's thug pops up. So we'll have all of this in Fucan next turn. The Skeleton Mages, meanwhile... What are these actually called again? White Mages? White Mages. Since these guys are undead, I'm going to send them underwater to take this province, because it's probably empty. We can take it with 3 Skeleton Spammers, I think. And it's got a basalt statue here, so it's an extra 2 earth gems per turn. So... 3 gems. Hopefully there's no Fomorian units knocking around underwater. But this might be sufficient to kill a small underwater squad anyway, so we'll do that next. In Ulm proper, we are back to calling God with most of our priests. I think we are sacrificing still as well, yep. Researching, and 3 of our mages are going to move into Snowford to take that. We've got all of these death mages. This is probably too many really, but I'm going to do all 5 into Blue Moss. So these 2 provinces will be getting attacked by mages next turn. And then there's nothing in Bright Woods. There's no sites, but also no lab and no temple obviously, but no lab either. So I can't research or anything here. So I'm spending gold to build a lab this turn, but everyone else is just... If they're not site searching, they're just going to move out and attack into this province. Which again, is probably overkill, because there isn't that much stuff around here, but there's not really much else to do, because I can't research or anything. I could patrol, I guess, but... so we're attacking these 3 provinces. I think that should knock out Ulm in this area for good. There's this province to clean up. But I don't predict having too many problems. I think we'll have like, finally completely beaten Ulm after next turn, more or less. There's just these 2 provinces that I'm going to leave, so hopefully they... hopefully he starts fighting these guys instead. And then this one to clean up. We've still got the troops in Trollwoods, which are also moving into Ultima Delica, which will defend that from if these troops move diagonally for some reason. So after next turn, I think we just start pulling everything back home and like get our research up to Const 4, forge a bunch of skulls, and then try and do some serious research for a couple of turns. And then we have to pick a new opponent. I think Agartha is at war with both Vanheim and it looks like Lanka. So maybe I should leave him alone. Maybe I should attack, I don't know, Ermor? I'm really not sure. I'm attacking this throne with a scout just in case I want to attack this guy, because I'm going to have a lot of like units and mages left over in this area, so I might see if the throne is takeable. And if so, that leaves me with a big stack of units adjacent to an Agarthan fort, so it also leaves us some options open. In Vepeter, I'm moving 2 mages to Sylvania. I'm going to set up lab and temple and stuff here and start blood hunting it and recruiting some witches and bone readers. At some point, hopefully we can get that quite soon. We do have a lot of income now. Still blood hunting in Monarch Woods. I'm moving a scout there to ferry blood slaves. I'd like to get a lab up here as well, just for the convenience, but sacrificing, patrolling and blood hunting here. Yep. So I think that's everything. So lots of movements, but mostly just taking the last few Almish provinces. Can we see how much income is here? No. No. Oh, 11 there. Not much. Hit N a few times, check F1. Is it worth checking what we can forge, because we've got construction too? I doubt it's anything, but... let's see. Don't want any of this stuff. Don't want any of this stuff. We can make horror helmets. Or survival. Pennant with luck. None of these are too interesting. Gonna hit end turn. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Hello and welcome back. This is quite a cool turn. Lots of stuff going on. Got research and construction up to 3. I continue till 4, and then I'm going to alternate thaumaturgy and blood until I settle on what I want to do exactly. But we're still quite away from construction 4, unfortunately. Cast Wolves. We found a magic site in Bright Woods. This is the fort I just took. I just randomly searched it with the casters that I had here, and I found a Whispering Woods. It uses 1 air gem, 1 nature gem, and enables the recruitment of Enchantress. This is a slow to recruit mage, 4 recruitment points. Only costs 185 gold though. 1 nature, and then 2 100% picks of fire, water, earth, or nature, and then another 50% pick of the same. So these ladies seem really good for us, because this is a lot of paths we don't have. We've got a little bit of water. We don't really have earth or fire though. So this seems like a really good commander for us to find. Especially, this is a really good chance of like getting decently high levels on stuff as well. Should expect to see a couple of level 2 in, you know, fire, air and stuff. Just having access to the paths is good because I can communion as well. Not sure how to get these casters into a communion. I'd need to forge that item that I can't remember the name of. I think it's a crystal matrix, which I'm pretty sure just requires Astral 1, Earth 1, which I don't have. But I am making quite a few Earth gems per turn now, 7 per turn. So it wouldn't be that difficult to empower one of my Astral casters in Earth and forge a crystal matrix. So if we get a good Enchantress that's got some nice skills, something we want to cast. I mean, air. I think air is always really good because you can cast like fog warriors and mass flight and stuff like that. But I think any of these paths would be pretty good. You can even use fire for flaming arrows for all of our archers. So that's a really cool find, I think. Caught some slaves, more slaves this time. One of my crippled units died. We spied another battle between Lanka and Agartha. I finally noticed that Lanka is actually AI, if you look in the bottom right. I hadn't realised. So he's actually just taking these provinces off an AI player. Did anything interesting happen here? No, AI Lanka is just pushing Agartha around, which is quite funny. But apparently, I think... I'm not certain, I think it was Yomi that beat Lanka. From what I could tell on Discord. So Yomi killed Lanka, and now Agartha is trying to pick up these provinces, and they've ended up at war with the AI player. And it was an alliance of Agartha and Machaka who took out Helheim. And I think they might also now be at war with Vanheim as the kind of anti-elf alliance. Not sure what Fomoriya is doing. I think he might be going to war with somebody. And Ermor is the only player that's really been speaking to me. And Ermor wants to attack somebody. But Ermor's a talker, and he hasn't sent me a message in the last few days, so that might mean he's thinking of attacking me now. But I guess he is still cleaning up Calum, so... Looks like Calum got the cat back, in fact. So that's kind of a state of the world update, anyway. Lots of battles. I don't think these are worth watching because it's just me taking provinces, but Blue Water we took another undersea province. We took a basalt statue as well. White Forest. Oh, this was the scout attacking the throne. So, I just wanted to see what was here, really. Quite a lot of Phantasmal Warriors, which is unfortunate because they're all ethereal. Quite a lot of lizards. These guys get 2 attacks, so they hit really hard. And 2 or 3 casters, I think. Yeah, 3 casters, who all have a lot of gems. Especially this sorceress. He is loaded to the gills. So this might be a tricky throne to attack with what I've got nearby, but it's doable at some point, I think. Terrace Peaks, Blue Moss Forest, and Snowford. I think they're all down here, aren't they? Yeah. So these 3 provinces that we just took off on. I don't think we lost much. Nothing there. Nothing there. And 3 lances there. Yeah, so this went fun. Took those 2 provinces. You can see our territory looks quite neat now. Unexpected event in Rame. Unrest plus 33. Midria, province income minus 10. We are patrolling, and we got another hero. Another one of our Aeopatas has lightning reflexes. So 23 defense. Wonder if it's worth thugging one of those guys. And that's it for messages. Not a lot going on this turn, really. The 3 white mages are going to continue underwater and take some more of these provinces. Because they might as well while we're here. This province looks empty. Not sure if we can take this because it says a kraken is in the province, and that sounds kind of scary. This one says the same thing. Sea trolls and a kraken. So yeah, I'm not sure if we can take that or not. I have literally no idea, and I don't really want to risk it because I don't want these guys to die because they haven't cast Twice Spawn. So I might not attack this one. I'll look up how terrifying a kraken is. But at a minimum, we can take Lake Fortune. Lots of scouts filtering through into Agartha's territory. In this area, where I've just taken all these provinces, most mages are moving home. And in my fortresses, most priests are now calling God. I think everyone's calling God now. Yeah. I'm gonna try and get my God back quickly just to stop doing that. But I'm leaving 1 or 2 mages, well, mostly 1 mage in each province just to search. So I'm going to search these 3 provinces for sites, and I'm also searching if you can for sites and preaching here. Other than that, things are just moving home, and I'm just going to do a bit of researching for a few turns. I'm going to see if I can get away with not attacking anyone for a bit. Try and get my blood economy up and running. In Alm, yeah, call God, research, sacrifice, Invepitor. I'm moving this sorceress to Sylvania because she has blood, so she'll be a better blood hunter. Scout here is taking slaves to Sauromatia, and we're continuing to blood hunt. Same shit in Griffin Spires, and in Sauromatia, I'm having the Witch King that I just recruited cast Pale Riders, since Nuclear Monkey recommended it, so just to see what it does really. I think it's in... Is it an enchantment spell really? It is. So summons 20 plus, but I don't have any additional death levels. 20 Long Dead Horsemen. So we'll see what that looks like. I think that's everything for this turn. So I'm gonna hit end turn now, and I will see you in a moment. Hello, welcome back. Lots of site searching. We cast Pale Riders. We got some Long Dead Horsemen. 5 hit points. Undead. I have a lance. They also see invisible, which is interesting because that throne has a lot of Phantasmal Warriors. So that's something to bear in mind. I'm going to cast it again. I'll get a couple more. Searched Fucan, no sights. Searched Snowford, no sights. Fucan again, no sights. Terrace Peaks, no sights. Aha, Neighbourhood Dog Snarling at You has found a magic site in Blue Moss Forest. We found an enchanted gate, 1 pearl. We get 3 pearls per turn currently, so that's quite nice. Also found a magic site in Sylvania. We already knew that there was the Hidden Forest. We found the Lilium Vale, which is another death gem per turn. We're up to plus 10 per month. So we can now cast... Oh, maybe that's what I should have been using this this statue for. Casting... What's this spell called? Pale Riders every turn. So we get 20 Pale Riders for 8 death gems per turn. Once I can afford a lab, I'll think about doing that. Caught 3 slaves. Not very good this turn. We took Lake Fortune from these guys, whatever the fuck they are. Kululu commanders and Kululus. A race of strange beings whose bodies resemble a combination of Enkidu and fish. Alright then. We also spied another battle between AI Lanka and Beast Trainer. And Agartha. Unexpected event in Blue Water. Some Triton scouts have been caught and interrogated. They seem to have been preparing for a large-scale attack. Large scale. And in Snowford, ore deposits have been found and a boost in army production is expected. So we found an iron mine. 40 resources. I'd prefer 40 gold, but I'll take it. That's it for messages. So main thing this turn is there's a fuck stack right on my border. But it's also adjacent to a throne, so I assume this is a Agartha attacking a throne. But then that does put a giant Agarthan army right next to me, so not sure how I feel about that. So I'm not moving around too much. These guys are going to sit in Brightwoods because I can attack Agartha from here if he attacks me. Everyone else I need to keep in this area. It's a bit scary. I've moved the scout that I had in Sauromatia. I've got scouts who are like ferrying blood slaves from Monarch Woods to Sauromatia, so one of them is going to move to Forest of Springs and spy this battle. Because I assume that he's going to attack this throne. We'll see exactly what we're up against. I'm building a lab in Sylvania, and I'm going to start blood hunting and patrolling here. Since there's already a lab in this province as well, I'm also moving another Blood 1 mage to start searching this province as well for blood sites. So a lot of my Inaris are casting Pack of Wolves, and I already have 2 commanders here as well, nice and just waiting for some wolves to help them go and patrol. They've got a bunch of blood hunters and a bunch of commanders here that are going to head off into other provinces and start blood hunting. Also notice that in Terrace Peaks, by the way, there's also this site which is really good, which was found for us. 3 air and 1 earth gem. We'll have another Witch King next turn. Pepper's still doing this recruitment. I'm still doing this recruitment. Yeah, I'm not really doing much else. I'm moving these mages underwater back to blue water to defend it from Tritons, just to keep hold of this province. Lake Fortune we just took is 51 income, so they're quite nice. Other movements are just people moving into forts to research. And that's it really, there's not really much else going on. I'm still just calling God. Labs going up in Sylvania. I want a temple up in Brightwoods. And then I also need a temple in Sylvania as well. And then I want a lab in this province so I can summon undead here, I guess. And next turn we will definitely have construction 4, so I can forge a shitload of skull mentors as well. Try and get some real research. I think that's it. Check my province events. Well, I'm sure one of them was 4. Am I wrong? No, I'm not wrong. So, for the sake of order, let's make them all 5. Nothing else interesting happening this time, so I'm going to hit end. I know it's the end of the video, so it's a bit of a boring one to end on, but... Oh, one other thing I am doing is that I noticed that the last 2 Almish provinces have no military and no defense and no units. You know what I mean. So I'm attacking them both with scouts just to knock them off. Because why not? Alright, gonna hit end turn. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.